Who's that? Who's that? It's me. It's me. It's me. Hair reveal. I am no longer a blondie. It's scary. Blonde feels like my natural color. Even though my natural hair color is black, there's been times where people don't recognize me. Who's this imposter? I wanted to do a reveal with like a full face of makeup and all that jazz, but I can't be bothered right now. We knock on a filter. That's good enough because I'm in Wales and I'm just chilling, doing some work, having a little yogurt, watching a little Wednesday. Shout out to my very, very good friend Ruben for letting me stay here for a bit while he was doing his placement. So nice. I really adore him. My favorite Kiwi. Anyway.
What I've noticed is that our students, at least in America, I can't speak for other places, they are more and more self-conscious of trying. There's a kind of surveillance culture around social media. And they would say, I want to be a poet, I want to be a good writer, but it's a bit cringe, right? This cringe culture is that I don't want to be perceived as trying and having an effortful attempt at my dreams. In fact, they perform cynicism because cynicism can be misread, as it often is, as intelligence. They don't want to admit to each other that they're actually trying really hard to do what they want to do.
Showed a clip of Ocean Vuong talking about people are afraid to appear cringy. I think we all realize, especially being active online, there's a lack of sincerity. People are just so ironic, widespread fear of sincerity, fear of vulnerability, always wanting to act like you know what you are talking about. It really actually breaks my heart because I am a cringe embracer. I love wearing my heart on my sleeve and telling people it's probably the neurodivergent thing. If we're talking about PhD students, there can be a competitiveness like, I don't want to be sincere because I feel like I'm going to be attacked for it, because people in academia, they reward insincerity. I feel like it leads to this, I don't know if I should use the word epidemic. I don't have the statistics for that, but PhD students are lonely. I have another vlog about that subject in particular, like, is the PhD lonely? Short answer, yes. A friend was talking to me about this, about the isolation being a PhD student, period. I think it's a combination of these things where, for one, you're working on a project that only requires you, yourself, and, you. On top of that, this idea of performing cynicism is very harmful. Stereotypically saying it's like, be the change you want to see, right? Maybe we should practice being more cringe. Just be real about how you feel. Stop suppressing it. The PhD is interesting because obviously you are hyper focused on a subject and are literally so thrilled about one thing that you're actually doing a degree in it and becoming a doctor in that subject. So inherently you're cringe. Inherently PhD students are cringe. And I say that in like the best way possible. Like, that's a great and wonderful thing. I will bring up Nathan Fielder, one of my all-time favorite comedians. I think Nathan For You and The Rehearsal are brilliant. They're probably my favorite shows of all time. Cringe is so rich with layers of emotion and meaning. I think it's so beautiful. And when people think cringe, it has a negative connotation to it, right? But it's actually showing vulnerability. Nothing is more wonderful and strong than being vulnerable, in my eyes. Maybe one day at a time, if you feel pressure to act a certain way, appear a certain way, and put together, you can just be like, you know what, just give it a try. If someone's like, let me think of an example. I'm just pulling something out of my brain. Let's say you are passionate about bananas. That's a weird subject, right? I'm sure someone has done a PhD in bananas, definitely. I don't have to look it up, I am sure. But if you're doing a PhD, you're doing a project proposal and applying for PhD, you could be like, Well, you know, because bananas, they're very important to the environment and blah, 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 statistics, blah, 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 this and that facts. But maybe just say why you freaking love bananas. When I was a child, I remember that yellow piece of fruit sitting on the table. I had never seen a piece of fruit shaped like that in my life. I bit into it and realized that's not how you eat that fruit. You gotta peel it. I bit into it and I was like, oh my freaking God. My mind went bananas. And that was the moment I knew this fruit was my life. I wanted to study more. And I learned that bananas were genetically engineered because they were originally tiny and now they're huge. That sounds cringe to you? Maybe. To me, it sounds beautiful. You know, you love bananas, cool. I also love bananas, but I don't love bananas like you. Isn't that so much more exciting for someone to be genuine, to be sincere about something in a world where people are constantly acting so cynical? Like a cynical banana researcher would be like, oh, you know, it's very important to study these phallic fruits. Just have a balance in between the two. Stop fearing embarrassment. Embarrassment will set you free. You can just be yourself. Sincerity, it means love. It means respect. It means self-respect. In an academic sense, you're sharing a very real part of yourself with someone instead of a fabricated, planned version. It all leads to love. Stop being cynical. Stop being afraid of embarrassment. Stop being afraid of being sincere. It's the most loving thing you can give yourself and also to the people around you. If I'm going to give you an assignment today, I want you to be sincere in some way. Be vulnerable in something that makes you uncomfortable. If somebody asks you your hopes and dreams, and to you it feels embarrassing to say it, just say it. And say it with your whole chest. Say it with the whole chest. Trust yourself. Don't trust me, trust yourself. That is all for today for the PhD vlog. I am going to explore Swansea. Pretty beach. Going to see Honey Don't. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day or night, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to, because that would make me happy. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to be cringe. Bye.